What is good, everybody? Welcome back to SnowRunner. And today I thought we'd do a little something different here. We're gonna take Big Ed, the Red International Lodestar. We're gonna run him over to Rift and do one of the scouting missions. So we're just gonna customize him because I just noticed he's got some chains. So we're gonna switch him up to some other tires here. Anyone, please leave in the comments if there's any difference between these tires, why they're different prices. They all have the exact same stats. Is it just a matter of the way they look? If so, that would be greatly appreciated. Alright, we're going to get these bad boys here because they look pretty good. And while we're on the topic of customization, I'm going to tell you another little trick here. Now this is kind of counterintuitive, but what you want to do, even though we're running around in dirt roads and mud roads and all this, is you want to go with the high range. And here is why. The off-road's good for those times when you're really bogged down in mud, but the overwhelming majority of time, if you leave it in automatic, you're going to be constantly shifting from first gear to second, first gear to second. So rather than do that, I normally would just throw it into high gear. Now, the high gear in the high range gearbox is faster than the high gear in the off-road gearbox. So kind of counterintuitive, but just trust me there. And if you watched my video prior to this one, you'll know I conducted a little bit of an experiment, and I think the experiment was a success. What I did was I loaded 2 wooden planks on the rear axles of that Raglan 53-footer. And looking back over the videos, I noticed that I didn't get as bogged down when I did that than the second load I picked up, the load of those metal beams. I put them in the middle of the trailer that time, and if you want to go back and check, the consensus is in, folks. Yeah, I had to use the winch several times on that load. Even though the first run I took there, I had 1 metal beam and 2 wooden planks on there. So you be the judge. Go back, watch it again, see what you think. Just another tip for you guys. And like I was saying, if you throw the pickup truck box on the back there, you're good to go. So we're going to head over to Rift from Zimnogorsk. It's actually not that bad. And we're just going to do a nice easy scouting mission this time. As you know, there are basically 3 types of missions you can do. You can do a delivery, you can do a rescue and recovery, and you can do a scouting mission. So we did a delivery, now we're just going to hop into a scouting mission called Uninvited Guests. I love the new sound effects. They've tweaked just a little bit. If anyone notices what they've done, leave it in the comments. I think you can only hear it at night though, folks, so. If you find these videos neato or entertaining, please, please, please remember the truck driver's rule. You gotta back up before you unload on that like button, people. I'm just a little fish swimming in the ocean. I'm like baby Nemo running around. All these giant whales and sharks have been doing this for years. Smashing that like button would mean the world to me. And make sure you stick to the end of this video where we will once again give you a fun little trucker slang of the day. It's a doozy, folks, it's a doozy. I just figured the tank's a little overkill, or APC. We're going to take the Big Red over there. We'll start there and see what happens. Ooh, it's like a solar flare there. Alright, we got 115 to 130. Got the 8-track tape blasting. Getting eaten alive by black flies. And just having a blast. Follow the blue marker, people. That's what you gotta do sometimes. I'm having a blast with this game. It's really fun. And I find it just so relaxing. I've always found driving relaxing. I've been driving for over 2 decades. Worked for some of the largest companies in the world. Not sure if I'm allowed to name them or not, but loved every minute of it. Great way to see the country. Great way to pay off some student debt. We have no idea how deep this is, but we got the snorkel. We got the snorkel and we got the autonomous winch. We're good. We're good. Most importantly, we got our tunes cranked. We got our coffee. Okay, as they say across the pond, I may have just got myself into a spot of bother. Lost. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. We're gonna go to you, and we're gonna go to you. There we go. Oh. Hey, that's pretty good. I'm not even doing anything. Alright, that worked. Or did it? No, I don't think it did. I think we may be toast here, people. There we go. Alright. Try to stick to the land as much as possible, obviously. Ooh, what was that? Alright, we got a rogue log in the mix here. We got our supply parts, we got some tires, we got some extra fuel in there. We're alright. We're alright. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Bobbing and weaving, man. Bobbing and weaving. Alright, pull. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I have no choice. I gotta stick it in low and see what happens. The only thing with low is you gotta keep switching it back to automatic when you want to back up. So. And if you want a winch point half decent away, you're gonna have to do it manually. I guess they still haven't gotten around to fixing the winching issue where I don't know how they've done this, but they must have just set it to winch on the closest thing to you. You'll be next to a couple huge trees, telephone pole, but you winch to a little weed beside you, so that's cool. They just, you know, they can't do this all day. But if they could tweak that a tiny bit for you, that would be amazing. When you guys go to do this mission, let me know what vehicle you decide to use in the comments below, because I think I have made a boo-boo here. This might not have been the best choice after all. Big Ed, you're letting me down, bud. Don't let me down. Come on, Big Ed. Pull, man. Big Ed the Red. I mean, we're crawling through here. It's fine. Just go a tiny bit faster, but that's alright. I have to get over to that side of the mix here. Come on. What I'm trying to do is keep my driver tire in the passenger tire track. And when we go around the corner, wow, we're almost at a dead stop here. This is insane. You know what? That looks like a clearing. See if we can squeeze through these trees. Come on. Okay, what's going on here? What am I stuck on here? I'm not seeing any rogue tree stumps, so I have no idea. Go with that guy right over there. Well, at least we're back on solid ground. Gotta bob and weave through these trees. It's better than mud-boggin. Alright, we did it. 1550. 90 XP. And we got a scout fuel carrier, which is kind of handy. Thanks so much for watching till the end. Today's trucking industry term is LTL, which stands for less than a truckload, and it refers to a customer shipment that doesn't take up the whole trailer. This has been Stella Heme and Eggs, also known as the Breakfast of Champions, obviously, and you too.